Hi, chat. How y'all doing? Let's get out of this. Hi, how y'all doing? Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Hi, hope you're doing well. How you been? Hope everyone's days are going wonderful. And if they're not, I hope stream can make it better. Minecraft today. I changed my mind at the last second. We were going to do some game jam stuff, but I decided not to because my head wasn't in it today. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Buddy new. I'm good, and you good? I'm doing well. Hope everyone in chat is doing well. Oh, let's try something because we've never done it before. Chat, how's your day been out of 10? 10 being amazing, 1 being really bad. Just to get a consensus. How's your day been on a scale of 1 to 10? Goodness again. Have a good look, Zen. Welcome in. Just pulling something up real quick. Yeah, 7. That's pretty good. It's over average. Average is 5. Anything above 5, I'd say is pretty good. Just making sure I've got this open. But yes, today, 4 out of 10, I'm so bad now. Oh, I'm sorry, Zen. Well, I hope it gets better. I hope it gets better for you. Yeah, burnout's the worst. I've felt that. I hope you get better soon then. I'll feel better. Yeah, they're all coming in. Hang on. Just because we're on this screen, might as well. I got that there. Cool. Well, if everyone's doing well, might as well just get in and start building. Today's going to be mainly just a chatting stream, I'm going to be honest. Hi, hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're mainly just going to be chatting today because I'm going to be kind of building and planning in creative for us then to move it onto the survival server, which would then take, resource gathering and stuff. But we'll kind of just be planning this dome structure. That's how I'm going to word it. It's like a dome structure. I'll show you what I mean. Actually, there is something I can grab real quick. I'll put the world up and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, sorry, it's going to lag a bit because the world's loading for the first time. Hold. I know it's frozen. Give it a second. Give it a second. God, this really freezes, doesn't it? It really freezes when this happens. Oh, yeah, we're back. Cool. I've still got the schematic thing in the corner. Come on. Stick. Can I get rid of that by just like holding a stick? I wish I could get rid of that. It's annoying. Is there a... Okay, I can probably keybind these two to be schematics, actually. Let me real quick. Actually, I can keybind them for the map. Actually, because then that can be schematic. Yeah, let me try that real quick. Controls, keybinds, where's the map? Where are you? Minimap, okay. Open settings, that's alright, still being bracket. And then M, we're literally going to turn to be the one next to it. So then M is schematic manager, there we go. And then that's the map. And that is the settings, perfect. All right, hope you're doing... I've already said this, but hope you're doing well. I believe what I'm going to check real quick is this is 62. This should hopefully be 63. If I'm wrong, then we have to bring it up by 1. This should be 63. Oh my god, when we were looking for water yesterday, we could just came over here. This should be 63. No, there's 64. Okay. So unless we want our... How do we want our bridges to connect? We want them to, like, perfectly flat? Because if we want them perfectly flat, then we have to bring this up. Because I kind of have the dome to have, like, a bit of a... Basically, like, it comes in like this and then dips a bit. and then it comes back up and it kind of bridges out. So kind of like that. I can't just have one have to go down 2 or down 1. If it's down 1, then we're going to want to go here and then build out from here. I'm thinking that's going to be better just because of how I've built it. I think that's going to work best. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... Do I not have Axiom? I swear I had Axiom. Hold on real quick. Modern? I should have Axiom on this world. I don't have Axiom. Okay, hang on. We need to quickly download Axiom real quick because I have not got anywhere to quickly build. Let me real quick add this. Give it a second. But yeah, also let me pull up. I'm going to pull up real quick what the rough design of this build is going to be. It's going to be very rough design, but it is going to give you guys a rough idea. This, yeah. This one. Kind of like... Best way I can show it off is essentially, there's 2 different ways actually. Let me pull this up. Oh, I'm blocking it. Hang on. I'm blocking it. Let's go down there. Bring you guys over. Actually, no, you guys stay over there. You see this? This is the vibe we're kind of going to go with. Something like island being lifted up by like jets underneath in a way, and then holding basically part of the world that have already been down there, but just up in the sky. Can I find smaller scale? Kind of like this, kind of like a more rustic version of this, honestly. Can I find a better like version that's more? Kind of like that. I think this will be something like way in the future. I want to do like have a more modern, like a more modern city, but right now I'm going very like run down type. Is that done? Yeah, it is. Cool. Yeah, I'm thinking right now. Hang on, if I real quickly, I'm gonna pull up Pinterest. Also, why's my music stopped? Because I swear I've already got like a design for this. What did I call it? I called it a specific thing because I know I'd use it in future. Did I? I swear I've got a thing for this. I guess I don't. Okay, hang on. Kind of like... Yeah, like... kind of like this. I'll show you guys what I mean. So kind of like this. If I pull myself back over there. It's kind of like this type of thing where it's clearly futuristic, but a lot more like run down. As you can tell, like this clearly isn't something we'd build now, but it's also like this is a bit too modern for what I'm looking for. This would be like what the elites would live in, not what I'm looking for. That should give you a hint of what my character is. If he's not an elite, then what is he? That's a website. Nope, not going that one. Kind of like this. Kind of like abandoned, like warehouse-esque. You know, they're not high class. They're like lower class people surviving off. Well, that's just what Owen used for sci-fi. I'm not going to use this. But something like more run down and rustic. That's actually good. That's a good vibe. Very much like this stuff. If you want to get a rough vibe, but this is also me collecting ideas. This is essentially what I want to do for the dorm. Yeah, this. Something like this and this. Very much dorm. I'd say less this actually, more I swear there was a one that I was looking at right here. Where were you? Also, these doors are cool. I kind of want to do some custom doors rather than regular ones. Ooh, I like this. I want to kind of keep the vibe of like scrap futuristic. Is that what it's kind of called? Yeah, very much. I think the closest thing we're gonna get is like this. I have no idea what this. Maybe in the future we'll have something like that and like this to show power. But right now we don't really need it. That's a perfect example, actually. This is a perfect example of what I meant. It's thrown together using scraps and rubbish, but it's creating a machine that is clearly running itself. Something like this. Or eventually maybe a blimp, like a pod like this. Very much this style. I should probably be collecting some of these into a board. See? It's junk. But it works. That's the vibe I kind of want to go with here. I'm going to create a quick board real quick and call it Skygate. What do you call it? Scrap? Future? Something like that. We'll just name it that for now. I think that'll look cool. I'm going to save this. And of course, we're going to save this one because it's going to very heavily inspire what we're doing today. So I'm actually going to grab this and stick it in my easy to access section. Okay, let's have a look here. Not really what I'm looking for. Also not what I'm looking for. That'll be all right. Like I said, today's a planning stream. We're mainly just chatting today. So if you guys have any input as well, let me know because I'd be interested to hear it. I recognize this build style. I know where this is from. I like that. Wait, is there a style? I know a way I can look at it if you guys want to get an idea. Very this vibe. This vibey is kind of like Earth. Oh, you filled up your first file. Congratulations. What are you looking for? I'm looking for inspiration for the build I'm going to be working on today. And I kind of want to, Modi, let's see if you get what I'm trying to say when I say this. Like the future, like futuristic, but run down and using scrap parts to put it together. Like you've got something like Owen's Sci-Fi World, which is very futuristic, very way in the future space. But then imagine like random debris that there's been used to construct stuff like the Last Drop pub, workshops that are just full of stuff, something like this, just around and about. Yeah, kind of like, yeah, sci-fi / steampunk junk. That's the kind of vibe I want to go with here. So we basically need to... Oh, wait, perfect. If you're curious what I'm on about, it's Stray. We're going to make Stray in Minecraft, essentially. That is essentially what we're doing. I don't know how I didn't think of this sooner. Stray aesthetic. Perfect. Perfect example of what I mean. So this is the style I'm going to be going with for the build. So I'm going to keep that open in the background and open the game back up. It might lag a second, but I was just getting Axiom real quick. So that's going to be the vibe. And I thought, let's plan this out before I actually start doing it. Because I thought this is going to be quite, I was thinking it was going to be quite small. I'm now thinking, let's make it quite big. This is like our home like our main building we're going to be inside of, it might as well be quite big. I like that. I've also got a tree design that I'm going to use for inspiration, which I might actually do first. I'm going to do the tree first and then build the dome around it. Because I've never built a tree before. Hold. Not you, chat. I'm holding in case it freezes. Oh, it didn't freeze. Cool. Also, could I finish my epic musical diamond art? Ooh, sick. Well, I hope that looks cool. Because it looked really cool when you showed it in the Discord. Actually, why am I doing? Actually, why don't I have Axiom on this world? I should have Axiom, right? I do have Axiom. Why don't you want to work? Oh, wait. It's because they don't have commands on. There we go. It was classing it as a world without cheats. I should probably find a way to permanently turn them on. What I'll do is we'll lift that up. Welcome in. Let me have a look. That looks really cool. I now see what it was. It was the complete album. It was the complete album design. That's really cool. All right. Let's have a look. How do I want to do this? Here's the idea I want to have. To anyone who knows how to do Madonna speak, no. No. I'm never playing. Modi, I'm gonna leave this up to you, by the way. Modi, you can do what you want with this one. I don't mind. Can we get moss is my question, or do we use grass? Yep, you're all good. I'm gonna say we do grass. I'm gonna say we change this whole thing to be grass instead. And then I'm kind of going to keep... I'm going to keep the gold block as the middle because that will show me where we're sticking the build. What I'm kind of going to do from here is very much work on, like, using orc. It's alright, Modi. It's alright. If your PC's broke, that's fine. Like, genuinely. You know, let's kind of just build this up a little bit. This is definitely too small. Hang on, I'm going to expand this a bit. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say we do... I've never built an organic tree before, so you're going to have to bear with me with this one. Does orc look better, or would it be better to go... Actually, no, orc works quite well. I was expecting this to stand out quite a lot, but it doesn't actually that bad. Let's just kind of work our way around this. And kind of make it... Bum, 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 bum. If I kind of build it up this direction, maybe? keep all the logs roughly like same direction. We'll kind of build them up like that. Wow, this does not look good so far, but I can kind of see a vision, a little bit of one. Yeah, see it a little bit. It's not bad, you know. It's not the worst thing. I think it's not bad. It's not bad, you know. How do I want to do it from here? I'm gonna kind of bring it back over to the middle a little bit. I feel like it's a bit lopsided now. Hang on. Like it's a little tad lopsided. Or maybe it has to be, actually. Maybe it has to be a bit lopsided. Maybe? I've never been one for, you know, doing natural builds. So this is quite an interesting task for me to take on. I'm just going to get every kind of wood thing that I can. And then, how do I want to do this? Well, no, that's not what I want. I want to do that. And then I kind of want to do like smaller branches, if that makes sense. So kind of like, if anything, let's lower it back down a bit. I don't think it's the worst thing though, but it could definitely be better is my thing. No. It's hard to tell because you're going to put the leaves on there on top as well. Okay, hang on. Let me, I didn't go the way I wanted it to. The base looks a bit too straight. Yeah, I see what you mean. I definitely, yeah, here. Here definitely looks a bit too much. You know what I'll actually do is I'll grab from about here to... I'm going to grab there and there, and I'm literally going to shift it along by one. And we'll kind of curve it back over a bit, maybe? Definitely need something down here. Maybe that there? No. We need something to try and, well, this back, I definitely need to add something around here. There. I don't even think it needs to be that much, actually. I think it can kind of just be... Well, I didn't want to chuck that. Maybe literally just plug it back in there. Looks wrong still. I definitely see what you mean. Which part, Modi? Let's say we split it into 3 sections. So we got bottom. So 1, 2, 3. Which section needs fixing, would you say? 1, 2, or 3? Maybe we do something like... No. Hi, hope you're doing well. 1 and 3, so... Okay, so we need to fix this bit and this bit. This kind of this middle bit's alright. We really just need to fix this. Well, we'll worry about the branches later. That can come way later. That's fine. I'm gonna say... I definitely see what you mean about it being too straight. It's almost like we need to... Nope. Maybe add more roots. Oh, I could do. Hang on, let me work on the roots for a second. Maybe let's start like that, and we'll kind of branch them out a bit. I didn't actually have any planks. That's what I forgot. I need you to give me a second with this one. This could take me a second. What if I kind of spread them out to here and we kind of do it like... You know, let's just make this whole thing a square. That's going to be way easier just making this thing a big square. Do you think maybe spruce would be better? I do, but then like we have to go over to spruce and then it feels like we're just making like a spruce tree. Or do you think mixing trees will actually not be that bad? Because I kind of have like each island have its own like main tree. Like that will have a big mushroom, that will have a big birch, big spruce tree, that will have a big mangrove. You think mixing? Okay, I'll definitely try mixing it up. I definitely think these should be... I think the accent blocks should be swapped then. I think accent blocks should be big swapped. Hi, hope everyone's doing well, by the way. Everyone who's popping in. Yeah, that's an accent block. I'm swapping that as well. I'm gonna. Don't worry, I'm gonna. Muddy, you were right. This looks so much better. Look, it just blends in so much more naturally. By the way, we can swap this in a sec when I've swapped them all over. Alright, Muddy, does that look better? I agree. We should support small creators. They deserve it. You know, let's do time set day and we'll keep it like that. / game rule.
Way to go, superstar.
Thank you for the follow, Gibi. Hope I pronounced that right. Do daylight cycle? Wait, is it? So it was do daylight cycle. Isn't it? It's right. It's a daylight cycle, isn't it? Still a bit, but still a bit straight and blocky. Yes, I definitely see that. Welcome back. I'm trying to find the command for Daylight cycle. Is it allow? Nope. Modi, I'm not crazy, am I? It's do daylight cycle. Like, I swear it was do daylight cycle. I'll just keep resetting it, it's fine. Oh, there we go. See the Iron Lung movie? I've not seen it yet. Unfortunately, it did not play near my location. It played in a few places in the UK. Unfortunately, none of them near me, so I didn't get to see it. I have to wait to see what Mark's doing with streaming for me to get the chance to see it, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to go see it. I genuinely really wanted to go see it. Iron Lung's actually an inspiration for this, the game, not the film. With the vibes I'm going with for this world. Or maybe we kind of do like support beams underneath. Repair my town, bad over money. Oh, sorry, Muddy. Maybe we do like beams underneath. No, I think that definitely worked better. Modi, which part are you saying now would you say needs massively improving? Because I definitely see what you mean. It's too blocky. I just don't know where. Because we got to still remember it's Minecraft. We can't change that much about the blockiness. Oh, by the way, I thought I'd mention this in chat in case anyone's 3. Okay. Oh, I'm assuming that meant 3. By the way, we've changed the socials command. If you guys want to know anywhere else that you can follow and find my content, it's now split up into !VODs, !Twitter, !YouTube, !Discord. It's no longer !Socials, and we've got rid of that. 3. Part between top and bottom. 2. Okay. This part. I said definitely see. It's a big lump. Yeah, I definitely see what you mean. I feel like we kind of need to do like that. No, I feel like this is still good, but I think it can be better. Maybe we'll add that up there. It needs to be way more like... Maybe we do experiment with some sideways ones. I think sideways ones could look better. By the way, if you're curious, this is my first time. Hold on, I do an artist rendition. Thank you, Modi. They help. They've helped in the past. If anyone's wondering, this is my first time building organically, so we're kind of learning how to do trees. Because we have to do a few of them. Alright, let's check this out. It's definitely... I thought you guys are going to agree. It's this bit. It's this section here. That needs changing. We'll worry about the back later. We can do the front first. Maybe we need something in the front, actually. Was actually bought merchant, now waiting on the DVD version. I forgot it had a DVD version. I can watch it soon, I think then. I'm gonna go get the DVD soon after stream then. Because I forgot Mark has the merch site, doesn't he? He literally said he was gonna put it on DVD. Thank you. I'm gonna go do that so I can watch it because it's really good, I've heard. And the game, love the game. I need to play it on stream. We'll probably play it during... You know what, we'll probably play the game during the subathon this year. It's not out yet. Oh, well, when it's out, I will get the DVD version. Because I Collect physical media because you don't own anything anymore. I can see Modi typing in the chat, so we're waiting for our artist rendition here to kind of show us the vision. The bump, I see. The lump, I know what you mean now. So Modi, is that like... So that's the problem. Do you have a solution? Because I definitely see what you mean. It kind of goes... If you're curious... Favorite game? I don't play a ton of Roblox, but I've played the occasional bit. Let me think. That's a tough one. I really like Pressure. My friends got me into playing Pressure, and I really liked it. In my opinion, I did Pressure and then I did Doors, and I preferred Pressure to Doors. Might be controversial, but that's just my lack of playing Roblox. Pressure, cool. I like the Is it Sebastian? Sebastian's a cool design. From a design standpoint, I like his design. The lump. Okay, so rather than being like very edged, we want it to kind of naturally. An Alice Max door is 245. That's impressive. I can't even get to door 100. I got to door like 30 and then died. I'm not a Roblox player. If it wasn't obvious. You change it on the inside with these, because if you change it on the inside, it's very straight. It is. So we kind of need to like, Modi, I'm just going to kind of draw this out so you can kind of like tell. So we kind of need to do it like, I'm actually going to draw it in front. So we kind of need to do it a bit like, sort of like, hang on, I'm going to fix this for in a sec. I'm going to fix it. That's too much? Okay, never mind. What if we do it? What if we did that? Modi, what if we did that? Or is it now too tall? How's that looking? Look at the gold part only. Looks better. So kind of that wants to be our outline. Do we bring it in a bit or do we keep it like out a bit? Because as you can see, everywhere where there's gold blocks is currently empty. Because we can always bring this in if needed. 3 blocks would be a bit straight. Okay, so we'll do that. I just don't want to have too many 2s. But then I guess if we had slabs, it would look less. Oh, so welcome back, everyone. By the way, if you guys ever need to go, we do have /lurk if you guys ever need to dip. And I don't actually know what /lurk is. We just have it. It looks like a bow now. It does look like a bow now. That's the issue. It looks like a bow. What if we did... What if we did that? And then another time. Alright. Buggy. Oh, Gibi. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Hope you have a good rest of your day. How do we not make this look like a bow? Hi, Paris. We're trying to do trees. The bottom's okay. Okay, the bottom's okay like that. The bottom... We keep the bottom. We keep the bottom. Bottom doesn't change. We do not touch the bottom. Do not... You know what? I'm going to do something real quick. Chat, we're going to try something. We do not change that. That we do not change. We change the gold. So I felt like, oh, this is why I don't build natural things. I build things with order. But I can't. I need to expand my palette. I need to expand how I can build. If I figure this out, then I can figure the rest out. Okay, Modi, I'm going to sit here. I'm not going to touch the keyboard. I'm not going to touch the keyboard. Explain what you want to say, and then we will build. My hands are off the keyboard. I'm not going to touch anything till you're done explaining. Voice message. Put it in word. Put it in text the best you can, because I can then read it again. It's mainly because I will be able to read something more than once and digest it better. Words don't do good for me, but reading does better. I know, ironic coming from the guy that says he can't read. Okay. We're not touching the game until we know how to build this. All right, we're gonna sit here and we're gonna learn. So the bottom part that's built now, yes. Don't touch that. Okay. Don't touch. So basically anything, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. Anything below this line. Is that, would you say don't touch anything under that line? That's all I'm doing. Yes, cool. We're on the same page there. I like the bottom. All right, that's good. We hold till Modi's done talking. We don't do anything until Modi's done speaking. Hi, welcome in. We're currently learning how to struggle to build trees. And the middle there, yes. Yes, we have the middle. What do we do with the middle? So we have the middle. Hi everyone who's coming in, by the way. You're currently coming into someone struggling how to build a tree. Enjoy the struggle. And the middle here, yeah, is this the middle or is this the middle and the top? Like, is this the middle and this the top, or is this whole thing the middle? Is the lump we agree on? Yep. So it's kind of anything beneath. So it's that bit. It's that. It's that there. That's the issue. Chat, we're building like a pair of tweezers. Tommy's Monkey 2. You know what? We're just gonna do the whole anything below this line. Anything below this line right here. Just that all top. That makes sense. Okay. Now the question is, and hear me out. Okay. I'm listening. I'm gonna listen. So we're gonna listen, and we're not gonna judge. We're gonna just listen, hear this out. I don't think it's a bad base. We extend the lump over. Making a tree. What type of tree? Oak tree. Or oak tree. But kind of like a that type of oak tree. So it's gonna curve and then come back on itself. Make it more of a curve. Modi, I need to be very specific with this part. Does the curve need to go more that way or more that way? Does the lump need to move this way more, or does it need to come back more? I'm assuming you mean that way. Like it needs to go over that. Yeah, I'm actually going to push this to the back real quick. So we're pushing this backwards. Pushing our marker back so we can see the tree. That way and up. Okay. We're going to try this again. We're going to try this one more time. So we don't touch anything beneath this section. You know what I'm actually going to do real quick is I'm going to You know what? I'm gonna do something. Muddy, you might be happy about this bit, or you might kill me. I don't know. But what we're gonna do, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna shift it. I'm gonna shift it over there. We're practically starting from scratch, but we have our build here as a reference point. Thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's like spring. It's like the ones that you'd have as a kid. Like you'd climb it, or you'd hang a roll. You'd have a tire swing hanging down. That could be a cool design element, having a tire swing on it. All right, so from here, we're kind of gonna go up, up, and then curve it back over that way. How's that? I want you to imagine that we're also like, we're going to have bits here that are going to like round it off, but just for a rough shape, how we thinking? Or is it? You know what, Muddy, you've, hang on. Hang on, Muddy, I'm doing this because you said it. This is our building music. This is how we're gonna do this. Muddy, but a good path. Wait. Okay, too much, but a good path. Okay, so we need to shrink it. We essentially just need to bring it down a bit. This is how we're doing this. Muddy. I think it needs improvement, but I think it's better. But no lump again? What do you mean no lump? There's no lump there. It's a perfect curve. Yes? Okay. I think we need to improve the insides. The insides are a bit like that. Ooh, hang on. Let me cook here. It's the same. Too much? I'm really trying here to get this perfect. What if we bring it in just a little bit? One block to the branch side. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Muddy, I don't hate it. Yes. Oh my god, we've got a structure. We got a basic structure. Good path. Okay, we now need to like make it good the rest of the way. What I'm gonna say is for now, I'm gonna grab it and we're gonna stack it that way. Now make it not a lump. Muddy, I need you to define what you mean by lump. Do you mean like add details to it? Do you mean like add details? Is that what you mean by lump, or am I mismeaning what you mean by lump? Yes, cool. Add details. I'm experimenting with trapdoors. If they look awful, then we'll just take them away, but it's fine. I don't think this looks too bad. think there's definitely something missing. Is my biggest thing. The top? Yeah, I know. The top needs something. That. Didn't mind that. I think if anything, we need trapdoor there instead. And then I'm literally just gonna dig it underneath. How are we feeling? I need honest opinions here, because I am unsure. I'd like 2 blocks on the side. This side. Chat, I think we're kind of cooking with this a little bit. We're cooking with this a little bit. Cooking with gas now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move our little... Since we're kind of done with this marker, is I'm going to shift it. I'm going to shift it so I can work on the back a little bit. Shift it over this way. Because I thought we need something right over here, right? Not that. That. Actually, we could always do that and then have it come lower in the front. And if anything, we can also just like slightly bring this back. Have that one go up like that and have that be... Have that one be that. That one be a trapdoor. Drop it down a bit. Something not quite right. What am I doing? You're studying trees. You're now doing architecture, essentially. That's the same over there. How are we feeling about that? The other flat, I see, I definitely know what you mean. Anyway, we'd have that. So this side's good, would you say? This is good, this is flat. We need to add something to this side. But do I know what? No. Not a clue. We need something. And the inside looks good as well. Trapdoors, we could have trapdoors rather than have it coming out. Add one up there. I think more wood, but I don't know where more wood would look good. I'm thinking maybe here. So always bring that in, bring that out. No, have that be a trap door. Have that be a slab. Maybe have a trapdoor around there. I think even maybe... I think that's too much. I think I definitely need more trapdoors down here. That's the same. So I'm going to do that and then do that. I think one of them could have a trapdoor on it. On the top as well. I could even do one on the bottom. It would look disproportionate at the bottom. Yeah. What do you think we should get rid of a little bit from the curve? I definitely see what you mean about the disproportionateness. I think if anything, maybe we should add just something down here just to give it a bit of an edge. Like more of an indent in the floor. Add at the bottom? Yeah. Definitely going to do that. Because then we're also going to add the roots, aren't we? Now, look at the difference between what we started with and then what we got. This is why I wanted to do this on stream. Because I knew you guys would be able to help me do this. Also, hi. May the roots stick out of the tree? Yeah. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by stick out, by the way? Like, what? Almost like have it like that, and then like that. From Bushred. Ah, no, I'm glad you guys stick around. I see. No, I prefer that. Add more on the pine. Make it go from that. Oh. I kind of get what you mean, Muddy, but can you explain a little bit more? Just like a tiny bit more. I'm almost there. I almost know what you mean. How are we feeling about something like that? Oh, you have the base of the tree? Yeah. Yeah, I'm here, base of the tree. And then we got the roots coming out. Kind of. Nope. That one. You know how roots are, Iro? Kind of. We don't get trees that have really roots sticking out the ground. A lot of our trees, our roots go into the ground and we don't see them. So honestly, not what you're thinking, probably. A bit more on the ground, like making it sticking out the ground like with a curve. What, like having the ground lift up a bit? What, you mean like have the ground raise up a little bit? Is that what you mean? Or am I confusing this? Yes, cool. Okay, I know what you mean. Nope, not that. Make it like wood. I've made it like wood. I don't know what more I can do, Modi.
Way to go, superstar.
Thank you for the follow, Silver Wolf.
Do it.
Okay. Alright, let's think this through. Yeah, I'm gonna add a temporary block real quick because I know I can't get this block, so I'm gonna be temporary with it. Didn't think I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm just grabbing a block real quick. You know, quartz. I don't care. It's a nice distinction block. This is definitely not going to be a block we use. It would probably be copper actually because it needs to be more run down. All right, cool. We got a platform now for the tree to sit on. Big tree. Okay, I'm going to Google big tree roots. Hang on. Big tree roots. Oh. Oh, yeah, we don't get these at all. I see what you mean. Like, basically have them stick out the ground. Basically. Yeah. Essentially, basically, have something like this. Raise it up. Just raise everything up, basically. Then have it sink back into the floor. Like that. Cool. Let me cook with this real quick. This is definitely better. It makes the tree look more stable. So, I imagine they do, Paris, because they look like you would fall over them every chance you get. And it looks like they would just block everything. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this one more up. I'm going to do that. That. Change it to a stair. Trapdoor. Roots. I don't think that one's the best. I could have done better with that. Hang on. There's nothing saying it has to go to the corner, is it? By the way, ads are in 5 minutes, in case you're curious, to anyone who doesn't have a sub. Still, a lot of the new people. Apologies. I'm probably going to do something like that. All right, let's do this one. We never did this one, did we? I always hate these ones that go off on a bit of an angle because it's like, it could be so much better. Again, it kind of needs to come out this way, doesn't it? So how are we feeling with that now? We'll do a full 360 of the tree. Yeah, I'm actually going to move this further away. I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to shove that over that way. How are we feeling with this? We now just do branches, I hope you know. Branches is the next part. This was just the stem. I'm going to salvage this one though. I'm gonna salvage this. By essentially just attaching it there. Which I think could work, but I also think like needs to be way bigger now in proportion. I feel we need to, Modi, hear me out here. If you disagree, let me know. Do you think we should do the branches similar to how we did the roots? quite big branches that then go smaller as they go out, rather than these little pencil thin ones now. Should we do it like a similar way we did this? Branches bigger? Yes, cool. But make them smaller than a tree? Of course. By the way, I'm also adding some fences on the way up the tree because I think it can just make it add a little bit of depth. Nope, that needs to stay where it is. And there doesn't need to be a ton of them, just a few. So what I'm thinking is we currently have that. We then do this. Actually, we do that. Have that come out. How are we feeling about that just as an initial design? Like very rough. It might go out longer. Too flat? All right. Should the curve more up, you think? More up? I hate that. I also think they should maybe come out a bit. Like that almost. Better? What are we thinking here? Also, we don't want it to massively like... Actually, we want it to go out like a little bit over the edge, but not a ton. So that's kind of the vibe I want to go with right now. Is kind of have this... Still built flat. Yeah, I see what you mean. I think even just like having like that. Not that one. And then, well, if we just like end it like... Like that? Too long, I think. No, because then that doesn't work, does it? No, it's fine. I prefer Muddy. I prefer sounding petty because it makes the build in the end look better than what I would come up with. Like, you got to think in the long run, this will make it look better. It's too long now. All right. Would you say ended about there? End it roughly there. Hate that. Wait, actually, do I hate that? Yes, I do. Do I hate that? Yes. Yes, I do. How's that as a tree? Got a thing there'll be leaves on the top as well, so anything that looks weird on the top, it will mostly be covered. Also, there's going to be more than one. It's going to be more than one of these, so imagine it with multiple. Bottom there. What? That? What, this bit? Middle section. This bit. Now. How about now? Now the top, which, oh, the top of the same one. Yep. Needs to have that there. How about that? And I don't even think that needs to be there. I think that can just be a stair connecting it to the tree. How's that? Roughly. I believe. Looks good, thank you. Now 2 not curved. It's 2 not curved. We don't want it to go like all the way up. Want it to like flatten out a bit. And it won't get any better. Neither do I. Now, knowing my ability, I think we're good. Maybe this is the more flat one. Maybe some of the others we lift up a bit higher. I'm thinking we have one maybe here. One of these 2 blocks, and I can't decide which one. Makes them go down, not up. Okay. So I'm assuming the ones that we need to go down should probably be like here. Right? Unless we do one here at the back. Back that goes down. What do you think would look better? One at the front that goes down or the one that goes at the back that goes down? So we kind of have back like that, top like that. That didn't work. There we go. It's kind of top like that, bottom like that. Actually, surely there's some other Muddy, I hope you know, just seeing through the blinds, it's pitch black outside. I ain't looking at trees. I'm Googling trees. Oh, trees. You know, I should probably actually show you guys the trees that we're trying to build here. Let me pull this on screen. We're trying to build this. Which if I really quickly just like, I'm just gonna shrink that. And I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna do that. This is what we're trying to build. I may have forgotten it's dark. Yeah, I could open them and you'll see darkness. You'll see void. So this is the tree we're trying to make. Or something like it. To kind of be our oak tree. By the way, this is showing us how big the dome's going to be. That this is the tree that sits in the middle of the dome. There's other things around the outside. Okay, hear me out. Listening. Listening. Big time. I'm waiting, Muddy. I'm listening. Artist rendition. If you want to do an artist rendition, go for it. Go for it. I'd be very willing to have an artist rendition just so I can tell what we think, what we think's gonna look better. I will keep this on screen so anyone else can maybe have a think as well, and also so I can have a look. See, I like the curve, but now it feels like we're doing more of like a willow tree than an oak tree. But yet again, it's like it's meant to be. Slight spoilers for lore, but it's going to get revealed at some point. It's meant to be the last oak tree on the planet. It's meant to be the last oak tree on the planet. So if it's a bit weird, that's why. By the way, Modi's typing, which is why I'm looking over here. A curve, a bit up, and then and then the tip. You know, actually, probably. You know what? I'm going to do something real quick. Now that you've said that. Modi, you gave me an idea. My idea is look at trees without leaves on them. All right, I'm kind of seeing it. All right. It's practically the same tree. Just one has leaves and one doesn't. So we can kind of go off that. Me hearing you have an idea. I'm showing you all this. This is what I've just been sent in this is what I've just been sent in the mod chat. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. You shouldn't be scared. Alright. I'm quickly just gonna pop that away for a second. I think we should put a tree or a branch here. Give this popping out bit of purpose. I do see what you mean. I definitely see what you mean. Like they should have a... Like they need to curve up. They need to curve. They need to go a bit up. And then they need to have a tip at the end. Is that what you meant? Did I interpret that right? It needs to curve, go up, and then tip at the top. So essentially what we need to do is we need to curve. You know, maybe we do a bit more of a curve on this one. We curve it. No, what if we just have one a bit smaller? The stairs ick me. Okay. All of the stairs or just a few of them? Because we could easily change something about the stairs. Favorite soda? Oh, that's an interesting question. What you count as a soda? If you mean anything like any fizzy drink, no one. Not a fizzy drink person. If you mean soda as in like anything that isn't water, it's called, my favorite drink is Oasis. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's like a strawberry drink. Okay, Modi, how are we thinking about this? How are we feeling? For a starting point about the whole like curve and then You said curve and then a bit up, but I'm scared to do something too up. I'm scared to do something too upwards. Nope. I'm scared to do anything too weird because this one looks so good to me. That looks like a staircase. Yes. And you said curve it, and then have it go up. But I'm trying to not go too far out. Okay, what if we do... Little curve. Okay, little curve. Like that? Like that? What don't you like about fizzy drinks? The fizzy part. I take fizzy out of fizzy drink and you've got the drink that I like. Drink. Trapdoors? Yeah, good idea. Nope, that looks better. Modi, what do you think about that? That's the best part. Not to me. Not to me. I gotta hold my hands up. Not to me. It makes me not want to drink them. Trapdoors on the bottom. Okay. I added a trapdoor on the bottom. I added one at the bottom. You mean like keep that on the top? Yeah, once I've done this once, we then have to learn how to put a different tree for every single one. No, the slab? Oh. Wait, you mean replace this with a slab? I don't know what you want from me. I don't think this looks good. I don't enjoy this design. The opposite? You mean that? I just swapped them. Yes, and the top. Is no trapdoor. That's what we're thinking? No, slab 2. There's a slab right there. That's a slab. What, like that? I don't think that's what you meant. I don't think that's what you meant. Unless you did. Oh, you mean it's the problem that we can't have one like that we can't have this like on the same level? That's an easy fix. That's a very easy fix. It's called doing that. we do that. But that looks like not great. Yes, better. What, you think that looks better? Okay. Modi, that's a... You know, if you guys... Modi, if you can grab them, you can, but if you haven't, then... Okay, Modi, you haven't spotted it. I'm gonna do it real quick. Cool. There we go. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. I got it. I just didn't want to talk about it. Yeah, it's fine. If it happens and it doesn't get snapped immediately, I'll just quickly go into it. Just no, you're good, Modi. You're good. Don't worry about it. You've helped a lot this stream. Like one thing isn't that bad. Modi, hear me out. What if it went down and then back up? Yes. Okay. Ooh, got it. We got it. Okay, we've eventually got it. We just need to keep. We now just need to figure more out. Hi, Paris. Welcome back. I hate building now organically. I'm so glad I don't have to do it that much after this. Oh wait, I still have an island to build. And then tip. How do you? What? How? You're good. Tip. I tipped it off. I gave it a tip. I don't think that's what Modi meant at all, chat, but we'll run in with it for now. Unless we do that. Hey, that's not half bad. I wouldn't say that's half bad, actually, you know. It's not the worst thing we've built. Let's take a step back. I don't think it's the worst. I definitely think it's better than the other one. Maybe we need to flick it up. Or maybe we just simply flip that, we remove that, turn that like that. You know what? I think Modi might like that when they get back. We've tipped it off. We've done it a whoop. I think we got it. Chat, do you guys like it? Is my question. Do you guys like it? I don't think it's that bad. I think we got to add a few more, maybe one around here. And maybe some smaller ones, but I think we're almost there. You know, I'm going to experiment while Modi's gone. I'm experimenting with some smaller branches while Modi's gone. Hi, Paris. Maybe... No, they're meant to be smaller ones. They're meant to be much smaller branches. Too long branch. Fine. Look, it's a tiny version of the tip one. Tiny sprouting branches off it. Modi, what do you think about what do you think about this? I changed that one to have a tip to it. What do you think of my work? God, it's like presenting it to a teacher all over again. It's like, hey, what do you think about work? How can I improve this? You know, I'm happy with it, but I want to hear everything that's wrong with it. But go on. With how you had the second branch, the curve at the start. Second branch, the curve at the start. Yes. Yes. Add that to the first. Okay. We already do. We already did. Scubold? No. No chance. Modi is the same design. It is stair, slab, plank. Stair, slab, plank. Thanks, Modi. Because it's just a mods have the reason we don't question the mods. Hey, if you don't like the mods, you don't got to be here. I trust them. I trust them. You don't like how it's ran. Maybe it's not the place for you. Thanks, Paris. Modi, now that because Modi has done a great job, an amazing job at modding. You said added to the first one. We already have it on the first one. It's the same. Like literally the same start. But oh no, there's always a but, chat. There's always a but. AX. At LAX. Picks me up at LAX. As the words in push but English. What if you, Modi? What if in mod chat you say it in Polish and I translate it to English? We literally like get word for word what you want to say, just in English. It's the same height. I don't want it to be the same height. All right, this is only the second branch, but I don't think this looks too bad. From the front, this looks really good. We just need to make it look the same around the back.
Go, superstar. I knew you.
Thank you for the follow, Rising Phoenix. Welcome in. We are building a tree. We're building a nice tree. I'm just waiting for Modi's message to come through so we can figure out what Modi's... Yeah, we're about to translate exactly what Modi's going to say in Polish to English so that we can get the exact translation of what Modi wants to say. I have it up and ready to translate this. We hold and we wait. All right, I have no idea what any of that means, but we're going to smack it into Google Translate. If you have that branch there, when it starts, it's very flat there compared to a normal branch. You would have to bend it up at the beginning so it wraps in the middle and then goes to the tip. That was really good, actually. You know, there was no like mistranslation between literally translating it. So it starts very flat compared to a normal branch. You gotta bend it more at the beginning so it wraps in the middle and goes to the tip. Okay, I think I know what you mean. So you basically mean we have to, this one here essentially has to go up more early. It has to go up further earlier. How's that? I know the answer's probably going to be rough, but that's the point. Yes, rough, but good path. Okay. I think we can definitely improve it. I think it needs to be... anything, it might need to be full blocks. Just to kind of get the point across that we want. Thought we'd flatten that out again, though. Maybe. Have we flattened that out too much? These stairs aren't helping. At all. Okay, close. Okay. But that could have been better. You know, maybe we need to hear me out with this one. Just want you to hear me out with it. I'm gonna get rid of this. I see it. Cool. I like. Okay, glad my idea didn't fall immediately off the edge. I think it needs to be curved more at the end. I'm gonna leave this one to you, buddy, because I see it, but I think it could be better. I thought you were gonna say the same thing. But that's straight. Oh, make the whole thing basically go off to that one side. The tip is a ball. Yes. Because I want it to have it facing the right way I feel like here's a genuine opinion for you. Do you think the tip looks better facing that way or facing that way? That's cool. And then I definitely see what you mean. We need to bring this whole thing out, essentially. Just bring it out a bit more. I think that's better. I think we now need to find a connection point here. Or do you think that's good by the way it is? Okay, cool. I'm slowly learning what trees look like. I'm going to reattach this one, though. Just in there. Do you think this connection point needs to be improved? Or do you think having it on that diagonal actually helps it out? And it's too many trapdoors here. It helps. I think this block ain't helping itself, though. Honestly, if we bring this along... How's that? I think that doesn't look half bad in my opinion. I don't think that looks that bad. Especially looking at it from like different angles. Especially the top angle. I think if anything, we could even get rid of... I think we could even get rid of this one, you know? Have the whole thing just be like out, diagonal, diagonal, forward, forward. Just get rid of that. And then drop that. You know, because you said it was too low at the bottom. I think that needs to go like that, though. So it's like, okay, I kind of see what you mean. It like dips and then goes really high, flattens out a little bit, and then tips. Is that am I kind of understanding through actually doing it what you meant? The slight dip, high increase, and then tip it off. If anything, could we get away with making this branch a little... Could we get away with making this branch a little shorter so it flattens out less? Like almost bring this section here to here, just to shorten it off a bit so it's less flat. I'm going to try it just to see what it looks like. Because I think right now we're a little bit... And then we get rid of that. Oh, that's not what I want to do. So where'd that go? Oh, there. And I think... Is it too thick? Is it too thick now? Like, is this the ideal? Thick, yeah. I think, how's that? Because that needs to touch, I feel. I feel like that needs to touch. Yeah, I know this is too thick, but I feel like this needs to touch unless you disagree. Yeah, because that doesn't even, that needs to touch. Then that could easily go to that. That could do that. How's that? Of course, this tree branch again needs to be moved. How's that? Definitely, I think this is the weakest part right here. Trapdoors, maybe, yeah. On the sides or on the underneath? To connect? Yeah, I see it. Oh, wait, like... See, this is the issue now. What if we literally just did that? What if we literally just did that? Or, just, honestly, just put it back. Do that. I think that works. Because then we still get that kind of dip straight away. That kind of like, it wants to go down and then it goes straight back up. I do think we can maybe swap some of these planks out for oak wood. Have it like that. How's that? I think that's so much better than what we had. I'll move it over that way so you can see the full thing. Way better. Cool. I'm learning how to build naturally. So now I guess we can kind of apply it for this one, right? Or do you think this one's good the way it is? Do you think we should kind of just keep this? Actually, I don't. I think we should bring it over a bit. I shouldn't manage to do that with it. Well, you building a tree? Because I'm going to be building... I'm building a... How do we word this? But it's part of a story with this world. Is the trees are a significant part of it as well as part of the world in general. So for each island, this was the Oak Island, that's the Spruce Island, that's the Mushroom Island, that's the Mangrove Island, Jungle Island, and that's the Mangrove Island. Each one is going to have like its own big tree that is essentially the last tree on Earth that has been sent up into the sky. So I want them to be so I want them to be custom trees so they stand out and look better than like that. Make some small branches too. Yeah, I thought we definitely need more than two, right? We definitely need like at least one more out of the back. And then I bet we could even get away with adding one. It's probably not having much connection point, is we can't. It'll have leaves, right? Yeah, it's not dead. It's not dead. It's a thriving tree. It will have leaves. It's gonna have the same type of leaves as this. It'll have this type of leaves. Like a big dome of trees, a dome of leaves, essentially. That's the plan. Hang on, I've seen something and I really want to fix it. Better. Actually. Trapdoor. Moody, you seeing what I see when I say there's one part. Hang on, let me turn my FOV up. This is bugging me, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the angle. But I don't know, here's bugging me. Let me go in and try again. Actually, what if we just add a block? From far away. How's that now? How are we feeling about that now? Really concentrating on this part because I don't want to get this wrong. I'm almost thinking, do we need to lift the branch up one more? Does it need to be lifted up one more, do you think? Money, I'm going to try something. I want you to let me know what you think. Literally, all I did was lift it up one block. I feel like I'd add that block back, though. I'd add that block back. Definitely add that. How's that? That 2 blocks isn't working. This looks too flat. Is it just me or does this look too flat now? It looks too flat now. Maybe we just cover it up with the trapdoor. Stairs. Looked off? Yeah. Do we lower it back down? Or do you think the height worked?
Way to go, superstar. I knew you could.
Thank you for the follow, Gaku. I hope I pronounced that right. Sorry if I didn't. On stare on the second wood. This one. This looks off. It's this. It's 100% that. Modi, what are we thinking? Better? Okay. I think we should lift these branches up to get the full scope. Lift these up so they connect again. I just think we're going to have a very lopsided tree now. Do you agree? It seems very lopsided. Maybe we need to do the third one. Maybe we need to do the third one at like a similar height to that. Yeah, Modi, I'm just going to stick this on. Just going to stick that on for a bit. It's still a bit flat. Yeah, I see what you mean. What if we did... What if we did that? Actually, yeah, I think that looks all right. Imagine we have a third one. Modi, I want you to artistic vision, because you're good at it. Imagine we have a third one going out this way. So we have this one, and then a third one out here. The tree won't sit exactly in the middle, and I think that's all right. It won't sit in the middle. If anything, we need to look at it like this. Not like this. We need to look at it like this. More. This is the middle, not this. I think that's right. All right, should we get started on the third one, and then we'll see what it looks like. I think we can get rid of this, right? We're done with this. We can get rid of this. Cool. And to me, that's good. Cool. So my question is, where do you think the third should attach to? Do you think here? It did. It really did. Going back and looking at it, it's like if we go back to the start of the stream and look at this. Oh, so I keep forgetting I have my eyes now. Keep forgetting I have eyes. No, it's fine. I agree. It looked terrible. I'm glad you helped me get this right. I'm gonna say we maybe have this come out. We don't even have it connect. Straight up, just have it. Because again, we need to go down a little bump and straight back up. Unless that looks horrid. Going sideways. Like that. Like going diagonal. It's the stairs that's messing me up because the stair gives us a good dip, but it doesn't angle itself at the right angle, which is annoying. It's going the right angle though. It just needs to go up now. But we need to have this be a good connection point. We had earlier was good. What, like that? That. We do need to make it go up though, because this is at the same height as this one, and I wanted it to be like different. If anything, we could maybe lift it up more, up one more. Literally just like chuck that up in the air and replace that slab with a. You know what I mean? Replace that with that. We're not having gold nut again, Modi. Or do we? Wait, Modi. Wait, that gave us good inspiration. Hang on. It gave us good luck with the previous one. It's queued up for next. It's queued up next. All right. What we're then going to do is we're going to... How do I do this? So that goes up. I'm then going to say maybe... Like that. Do we keep it like at a proper diagonal, or do we have it like go a few diagonal, a few diagonal, a few diagonal? Actually, you know what we should do? Wrong button. There we go. We should do this. And we roughly want it to be about here. That was rough, of course. Muddy, would you agree that is like a good height for the tree to end at? Or this branch to end at? About there. And that's a good height. We just need to really ramp it up. If anything, you know what? You can trigger one backwards. Better. You can actually see where it connects to the tree now, which I think is good. Here it is, Modi. By the way, for any VOD watchers, we've had golden on twice now. Bob in a tree. It's okay. I didn't know to believe was the queen I'm meant to be. Needs to go way higher up. Needs to go up. How did we do this before? We literally just made it climb. We're going up, up, up. It's our moment. Gonna be golden. You know, this is just gonna be rough. Hang on. Like I said, really rough start, but we're just gonna go from here. They all see. Up is our voices. Money, I don't think that's a bad start, would you? I wouldn't say that's a terrible start. Like we're born to be. Why are you saying, oh God? What have I regressed? Have I regressed back steps? I was doing so well. What have I done now? A little bit. Look, it dips and it goes up. It dips, it goes up. Also, like I said, just rough. It's rough. We can fix it, okay? We can fix it if we need to. So start. Yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, okay. Idea. What we'll do is we'll stretch it down. I think if anything, we'll have that, then trapdoor, then that, maybe? I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that's that bad. I think it still needs work, obviously. I just don't think it's that bad compared to the others. You know, remember how the others started, and then look at this. I think we definitely need to maybe look at it from this side as well. This needs to be... Nope, I'm going to follow up Sky. Wide compared to the bottom. Is that because it's facing backwards, though? Because if we go this way... Actually, yeah, it's way more bunched up, isn't it? It's way more bunched up. Hang on. If we did... like that? Maybe? Is like 2 out of 3. What do you mean? Tip is like 2 out of 3. What do you mean 2 out of 3? Okay. I don't think it's... Is it too long? I think that's why. Is it too long? Look at it from the top. Has it gone too far out, do you think? I think we need to bring it back. That's why we need to look at this from every angle. Let's bring it back this way. I don't think it's the worst. I just think it is far too long, which is an issue in itself. It's close. It's just too long, in my opinion. I think, unless you don't think the length is still too long. Okay, cool. Maybe if we grab this and we bring that in. I think we're getting there. I think if anything, maybe we can drop it to here being the max. Maybe just get rid of this end bit. And we straight up just... like maybe... I think the size is better. By the way, I think we found the middle. I think the middle is here. That's the middle. That's the middle of the tree is right here. Which I think like that doesn't look that bad because we've pushed the middle out. It's still off. It is still off. And I know. I just don't know why. Just something. It's just. But is that saying long or listen? Because it says, okay, just long or just listen. So one of the two. A little long, yeah. I'm thinking, bring this out here. We get rid of that. That's better. Wait. And 3 hours of sleep. Paris, go to bed. Go to bed. Unless you have to go out. But go to bed. Okay, yes, exactly. Yeah. Because that's the middle. I don't have work. If you don't have work, go to bed. I kind of like the tree being off to one side. It feels more natural, less artificial. You know, let's try adding some little branches onto the side, seeing if that helps. I've been a Kukiri, you wouldn't dare. I'm not in charge of what the mods do anymore. Yeah, I see you. I see. Paris, you are a VIP because you are you are an amazing member of chat, but do not think the mods would not time you out for that. Just so you sleep. But if you go to sleep now, they won't. Because there's no reason for you to be asleep. There's no reason for you to be awake right now. 600 seconds. That's a minute. Wait, no, it's not. It's 10 minutes. Paris, go to bed. Go to bed, Paris. You can watch the stream tomorrow. Actually, I won't be live tomorrow. Tuesday. There's VODs. Hang on, my chat's too small to be able to close that down. Oh, it's weather. Hydro check. I came prepared this time. I came prepared. I don't know why streams feel way more way better recently. Like they feel weird, like they feel more goofy and more just better. They just feel better. And I hope that comes across to you guys watching. Like I hope it's more entertaining to watch as well. I'm trying this year. You know what, Modi, I think there's a better way to do this. Rather than making Paris sleep, we'll just tell Paris, you can go to bed if you want to. I'm going to highly recommend you go to bed. If you don't, Modi, I'm going to untie that Paris because I was in the middle of speaking. Paris, you can watch the stream if you want to. I physically can't stop you. However, if in the morning, because I don't know what time it is for you, if in the morning you regret not sleeping, that's on you. That's not on me. So it's 11:20 a.m. Now, Paris, have you slept at all? Have you slept at all? Because this is now on you. If you sleep or not. I think these little branches are helping. So technically, right? Okay. You did work last night. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna turn the music back down. Paris, I cannot stop you from going to bed. I can highly advise you to go to bed. But I can't make you go to bed. If you want to, that's great. If you don't, you're probably going to regret it later. But it's up to you. I can't make the decision for you. And I'm not going to. By the way, how are we feeling about these?
Go superstar.
Thank you for the follow-up. I have no idea how to pronounce that. If you are in chat and want to help me out, that would be appreciated. But thank you for the follow. It's night shift. It'll be a zombie anyway then. Modi, what are you thinking about? How are we feeling about this? I'm just matching the height of the rest of the tree real quick. That should have gone over that way. Why is bush bold? Felt like it. Top is wonky now? Yeah, it is. If anything, this needs to be swapped. It needs to go this, and then this side needs to be straight. Well, as straight as it can be. All I was trying to do was match its height, and I don't know what I've done. I was trying to match the height so it was lower. Let's do that instead. Left? Yeah, it needs to go left. It does need to go left. I think better. Do I think perfect? No. Actually, that's imagine with the leaves on. You're not really going to see it, are you? Smiles. Tree grows in all shapes inside. They do, actually, yeah. That's a fair point. Make it curve. Yeah. I tried to do a cool thing there on the side, but I don't think it's working. So we're just gonna... Oh, the back needs work. Hang on. How's that? Let's imagine we put the leaves on the top. I'm gonna go to about here. I'm gonna zoom in. Look. Yes, I'm looking. I'm looking and I'm listening. My hands are off the keyboard. We're looking at this tree. See the top part? Yeah. It goes. Are you about to say that it goes that way and then it goes back that way? Because I've just noticed that. It goes up and then it goes that way and then back that way. Make it on the left. Left. On the left less? So you mean, okay, so you mean don't make it on the left. You mean push it to the right one more. You mean push it to the right a bit. Holding. What I'm hearing from you is artist rendition. Okay. What I'm hearing right now is we push it that way. Yeah, that's what I heard. Was we push that way. Oh, it's worse. Okay, hang on. Let me undo. We've undone. We've undone. Paris, I just checked DMs, by the way, if you're still here. I just checked DMs. I see what you mean. You can stay awake. I feel like this is off. No, what if I just like drop that down by 1? Looks like Groot. I feel like our curve early on has doomed us. I'm gonna tackle him. What did player do in this whole thing? Oh, wait, we've got no extra rendition. Don't change it. Okay. You know what? We're gonna wait for Modi to get back into the chat. And we're gonna wait to see what Modi has to say. Stretch. Oh, glad I did that. By the way, you guys been enjoying the longer streams? Me starting an hour earlier means we get like 3-hour streams every day, which is so cool. checking something while we wait for Modi. By the way, I want to quickly, while we're waiting for Modi, I just want to thank you all so much for like the recent support, like the support recently. It's been insane. We used to like, we were a very small Twitch channel, and now like I know it's like still only like a few of you. It means the world to me, genuinely, to like that you'd all want to stick around and watch me build trees, and stuff like that. Or it's actually just reading something. Oh, I see. I see. Modi, that's the same picture twice. Modi, I need you to come back into the chat rather than mod. Also, thank you everyone, especially like who says they like it. The tree. This is my first time building like this, and it's like I don't know what to think. No, you get back here and you tell me what you mean, because that's the same image twice. That's the same image. So I'm assuming the image is of this section here. So what you want me to do is get rid of this. And this. Essentially, is what I'm getting from you. That's essentially what I'm getting from you right now. We need to do that. Keep the first. Modi, does first one mean that? Or that? I'm assuming it means that. That's the first one. It literally says this gone. Well, like that? That. Got it. How's that? This gone or? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? And add one at top. I added one at the top. I added one on top. I feel like I'm losing my mind, chat. Building a tree. This tree is going to be the end of me. This tree is going to be the end of me. Better, but there's always a chat. There's always a but. Thing is bulky. We don't want the bulkiness. I could do something silly. What could you do that's silly? This is torment. This is torment and torture, is what this is. There we go. I made it less bulky. I made it have more of a curve, which actually isn't that bad. Hang on, I've got another DM. Interesting. I feel like I need more trapdoors. Definitely need more trapdoors around here. Not the
Way to go, superstar. I knew you could do it.
Thank you for tryhard. Welcome in. I just realized, how many followers are we at? Because we had a ton this stream. 416. Chat, I think we're gonna hit. I think the goal of 500 will get broken before the end of April. Maybe May. I genuinely think we can do it. Looks good from the back as well. Moody, what are we saying here? We're saying done. Like, should we start doing leaves? I'm thinking leaves now. I'm assuming we should do. We're doing oak leaves. We're not doing any famous. I like how today we're going to work on the dome, and we spent all of today working on the tree. So we'll probably build the tree in the world and build like a ring, the dome ring around it, and then we'll come back into this world. All right, now does anyone have any idea? Should we use Axiom for the leaves, or should we do them by hand? I feel like we can Axiom this, right? I wish we didn't do this every time. I feel like we can do this, right? All right, what we're going to do is one, we're going to get used to Axiom again. Active block should be oak leaves. Can I have a... That's definitely not what I wanted. I think the sphere needs to be much smaller. By the way, this is rough. Like, very rough. As you can tell, because it doesn't look good. You know what, let's do noise radius. We're going to make bigger. Noisiness, bigger. Yes, more noise. You know what, because it's leaves, let's make the noise massive. And we're practically going to follow the thing. It's far too many, isn't it? We almost need like air in in one of the slots. Oh, if they're not persistent, they fall off. Cool. How are we doing this? I wish I could have a... What do you call it? Like a secondary block with this. Actually, wait, I have an idea. Let me make it out of diamond. I know that might sound stupid, but hear me out. I want you guys to hear me out during this. I know this is way too big. I feel like I've just undone something. Hang on. I feel like I undid something on the tree. I undid something, I don't know what. That's still fine, right? Yes. Yes. That's fine. Going back right now. Oh, in the void, you mean? I think. How do I want to do this? Yeah, this is the annoying. The leaves are going to be the most annoying part. I hope you all know. Leaves are going to be part where it's like, this can take me a bit. I'm going to go around here. And then what we can do is we can kind of add like a big dome on the top. That went down far too much. So did that actually. Hang on. Hmm. I know that's an awful like design. If you don't know why I did this, it's so I can do. Hang on. Magic wand. Select the. Yep, select that. Painter. Paint with leaves. Just the whole inside is still diamonds. Hang on. Replace near 50 diamond block. And then we're going to do... We'll do 70% oak leaves, 30% air. Oh, wait. Oh. They're slowly disappearing. Okay. Here's the thing, I don't think that's an awful tree. I just think there's parts that need undoing. Just gonna like essentially loosen it up a bit. Yeah. I'm just scared that we're losing too much of the tree is my main issue. I need to go in by hand and definitely do a little bit by hand. Just less leaves. Yeah, it definitely needs less. But the problem is if I get rid of too many, then the... how do I... then the leaves will start disappearing on their own because they're not connected to a tree, which is annoying. I'm definitely gonna tidy this up a bit. Which will look messy at first, but just bear with me. Yep, that's the same design. I've just checked ModChat, by the way. That's the same design we had. Should we be able to see the branches is my question. You see how we've got some still hanging out. Do you think we should still be able to see that, or do you think we should cover it up? Hmm. Oh, wow. Look how many leaves start disappearing. Okay. Yeah, we need this thing filled in. Not perfectly, of course. We can still have gaps. Just more than this. Looks more natural. Wait, I feel like I've missed a message. A little C. Okay. So see the branches a little bit. Okay. I think if anything, it should be underneath so we can see more of the tree. Yeah, I think that's better. I think we can definitely improve it a bit. I just think it's too much of a ball to kind of have like individual trees, like individual branches with leaves on. It kind of just needs to be that kind of big bowl shape. I think it's all right. I just think it could definitely be better. Maybe if we like kind of have some of them dangling down a bit. Right, just something like this. I think it works. I think we just need more. I think the hanging leaves are helping. Also that. It's a bit too much in this bit. That was fine. I'll kind of bring it around here. How are we feeling about that right now? Let me go back a bit. There can be definitely some more things that we can do, but I feel like that's actually pretty good. You know, actually, if I do that instead. Less bulky, like up here. Or what do you mean? Like, which part? Because I'm trying to not get rid of too many, because if I get rid of too many, then... Actually, let's go into the middle and see how many leaves are actually missing. Not too many, which is pretty good. Oh, I've had an out-of-body experience, I seem. I think this underneath part is definitely too bulky. Top-ish, yeah. I'm also going to shave off some of the bottom just so you can kind of like get the idea that these are hanging, unless that they're like big bulky bits hanging down. Like get rid of these connecting parts. No, keep that. If anything, we'll just like separate these out a bit. I definitely see what you mean about the top. Top needs changes. And I think I'm just going to shave this top section off. fill this in and just slowly kind of chip away at it, if you get what I mean. I'm just grabbing a real tree real quick. Okay. Let's fill this in again, just on the inside. And chop off this bit. Of course, it's not going to be perfect either. Like it's meant to be an organic. It's meant to be an organic tree. If there's a few parts that look a bit weird, well, it's because it's organic. You know, if I like chop this back, so we can actually see the branch. Modi, any feedback right now? Or not yet. Not that one. So yeah, all good. Yeah. I figured. Make sure you get that all studied so you're ready for tomorrow, by the way. This side needs something. I'm going to trim this off a bit. By the way, chat, I'm going to mention this because I have had it stuck in my head for almost the entirety of stream. I watched the end of... Some of you know what this is, some of you won't. I watched the end of Cowboys SMP before the stream started. So the entire stream I've just had Town of Pity. Pity is good. And just, I've had Ollie Orion's voice going through my brain the entire stream because of how many times he showed up. Love. How are we feeling? I've had some ideas, seeing as though we have them in mass amount. But can these not attach? What can these things attach to? I thought they could attach to trees. That's really unfortunate. Wait, does that have to be a solid block? Like, can I just grab a... No, because it doesn't attach to the bottom of this. Oh, wait, yes, it does. Oh, it has to be like an actual... Okay, hang on. Because that's a slab. Most of these have slabs at the bottom. That's why. I'm hoping this helps add like a bit of depth to the tree. It's just having these like not full blocks. Hmm. No. There? Sure, I can get a brick on that. And then... I think we'll have one more in here. Squeeze that up there. We'll have that dangle down. Quite a low one, this one. Because it's right at the back. Oh, squeeze one more at the top. I didn't think we should push this back. Have that be there. You just aren't needed. This needs to be less chunky. Yeah. I think it's all right. Maybe try a bit more off the top as well. Honestly, the thing about it looking like a willow tree really came out at the end. You know what? I actually quite like it. I quite like it. I'm assuming that's meant to say peak. I would take it. I would take peak. I have also had a thought of like, what if we put somehow, if we get firefly bushes, I don't know how we're going to get them, but I thought if we somehow get them, we'll bone meal the grass a bit. The tree is in fact treeing. Do we have firefly bushes like in the ground, do you think? Or do you think we kind of go with this, the kind of like they're out and about? Or do you think we stick with the OG? It would have looked bad, but yeah, it would have. Do you think we have these out, or do you think we have these under the ground, like hidden away? I think it just adds a certain atmosphere to it, don't you think? Because they would naturally be there. Also, I would have vines hanging down, but I have no idea how I'm going to get vines other than a trowel chamber, and that's just luck. If we can find one vine in the trial chamber, I'll add vines, but I genuinely don't know how we'd be able to do that. Like, I think it could be cool just to add little bits of detail to the parts where it won't grow. Because if it grows, then we're in trouble, but the part where it won't just helps add a little bit of life to it. Makes it feel old. And something like here, well, if that grows, I don't mind. That'll grow. So maybe not that one. Maybe we'll have this one be... on one of these, something like that. Both. What, have some underground, some above? I think if we're going to have them above ground, there's no point hiding them. I'll have one there. You know what? We'll have one there. There. There and there. I definitely still think I can do a bit more with this. This seems a bit bulky. And also the top seems a little flat. But honestly, I'm kind of happy with it right now. You know, I think if I literally just... maybe circular, make this more circular. Just so they feel less, you know, flat. It feels less flat. And that helps it. And it also means we can cut this off a bit, which means we can then run this back. Expose a little bit of the branch on the inside. Yeah, I think that kind of works if we do it like this. Am I just locking in for this last little bit? Yes, I am. Okay. Am I mostly happy with this as my first ever organic build? Yes. Look at that. I think that's gonna look great in the world. You know, I think we'll be down here. We'll never see it from like right back here. We'll see it from about here at all angles. We'll be looking up at it. Hate you, go away. You know what? Burn. I really like that, yeah. I think I'm going to work on the sphere. Like the bit around it, the dome, essentially. In off time. By the way, I'm just getting rid of this so I can actually go inside and have a look where that... Actually, wasn't the center originally... Center was here. What's here? It's this one. Perfect. Main reason I'm doing this is so I can go H sphere What we can make? Diamond. It's our block. 50? Oh, that is not what I wanted. Does it look really cool? Yes. Is it what I wanted? No. Whoa. It's not a sphere. It's a... cylinder. Let me have a look at the picture. I think this is a bit... Chad, do you think this is a bit big for the tree that's inside of it? I think we could maybe half it. No, not half it. If this is 50, let's try 30. 30. I think that's better. That's a better size, I think. I think we can still keep the 50, like. I think the 50 maybe can be an outside platform. Maybe. We do this. And I have this come in a bit and then dome it on the top. And then the 50, which makes this should now be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we can have a middle block. I'm happy with that. All right, so this is what we're working on next, is this platform. This kind of first platform, which if you kind of want to get a vibe of what we're doing, it's going to be this for each of these trees. For each of them. It's going to be not a small build. I'm going to say that. And then kind of, then we can kind of have like tunnels. Like archways to get into these things. Yeah, I'm going to cook something up. I'm really excited for this project now. I'm really excited to see how this is going to go. All right, yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save that. I'll probably keep working on that tonight, actually, just to get a bit more done. Have you guys enjoyed today? You guys enjoyed it? I hope you have, because I've had so much fun doing this, genuinely, so much. I've had time in life. Modi, sorry for dragging you through hell for a tree. I hope it wasn't too much of a hassle for you. Rolling. I hope you didn't mind. It was worth it. Cool. I'm glad to hear, because I'm really happy with how that trees came out. Who is live that we can send you guys to with about similar things to us? Wade's doing an event, so I won't raid Wade because I don't want to distract him. So at some point I swear, like, just listen to me. Who do I want? Chat, do you got any preferences of who you'd like to be sent to? Any preferences? Because I'm probably going to send you guys to Nuke, because Nuke is doing some hardcore. So he's also building. But I don't really see anyone else who's like live doing something, because there's an event today and I don't want to raid you guys into an event. So I'd much rather raid you guys into chill Nuke. So that's what we're going to do. Can we please get the raid messages in chat? As I'm going to send you over to Nuke Nukery. I'm going to start the raid and do this. Tari's doing charity. Aren't they in an event though? I swear Tari was doing charity. I looked at Tari and I swear it was an event. Or was it just charity? I really hope it wasn't just charity because I feel bad now. Oh, it's Blue to the Clock Tower. Whoops. Anyway, have fun. I'm going to stick on, you know what? I'm going to stick on Golden as our final song just because it's helped us so much today. right, chat. Enjoy Nuke. Enjoy Nuke. He's gonna building. Send love from me. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, just enjoy. I don't really know what much to say. Just, send Nuke love. I need to go eat, so I won't be sticking around for too much longer. I'll see you later. I'll see you Tuesday. All right. Bye, chat. Bye, 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 bye.